Hola clase, ¿cómo están? En este video voy a explicar los verbos regulares que terminen con ER e IR. So in this video I'm going to talk about regular verbs in the present tense that end in ER and IR when written in the infinitive. So ER and IR verbs in the present tense. Here we go. So let's start with ER verbs, los verbos ER. Here we have the conjugation, the conjugations of the verb comer in the present tense. So just like always, when we conjugate the verbs, we always take off the ending, and that leaves us with the stem. So we have com or com for all of the forms, and notice that doesn't change, so this isn't a stem changing verb. It's a regular verb. So we're left with the stem, and to the stem we add the different endings. So the endings for regular ER verbs in the present tense are as follows. Yo como. Clase repite, yo como. That means I eat. Muy bien. Tú comes. Clase repite, tú comes. Muy bien. That means you eat. Él come would be he eats. Ella come, she eats. Usted come, that would be you formal eat. Nosotros comemos would be we eat. Vosotros coméis would be you all eat. Ellos comen, they eat. Or ustedes comen, you all eat. Muy bien. So those are our ER verbs in the present tense. So now let's take a look at some common ER verbs. Starting with aprender. Clase repite, aprender. Muy bien. Aprender. Yo aprendo, I learn. Beber, beber. Clase repite, tú bebes, you drink. Creer, creer means to believe. Él cree, he believes. Romper, clase repite, romper. That means to break. Ella rompe would be she breaks. Correr is to run. Usted corre, you formal run. Leer, leer. Nosotros leemos, we read. Vender, clase repite, vender. Muy bien. Vosotros vendéis, that would be you all sell. You all sell. Deber, deber is to must or to should. It's what you should do or what you must do. So it's kind of hard to put that into an actual infinitive. But if I say ellos deben, that means they should or they must. And usually you use this with another verb. So for example, if I want to say they should or they must pay, I would say ellos deben pagar. They should pay. Next one is ver. Clase repite, ver. Ver means to see. Ellas ven would be they see. Temer, temer. That means to fear. Ustedes temen, you all are afraid. Okay, so now we're going to look at IR verbs, so all of those verbs that when written in the infinitive end in IR, those verbos ER, and we're going to use ESCRIBIR as an example. So just like always, we take the infinitive, okay, we take off the ending, that leaves us with the stem doesn't change, and we add the endings. So just right off the bat, when we take a look at the endings for IR verbs in the present tense, we notice that they're very similar to ER verbs. In fact, they're all of the same except for these two forms. So that's a really important thing to remember, is not to mix up the nosotros and the vosotros forms of IR and ER verbs, because they do change, but everything else stays the same. So yo escribo would be I write. Tú escribes would be you write. Él escribe, he writes. Ella escribe, she writes. Usted escribe, you formal write. Nosotros escribimos, we write. Vosotros escribís, you all write. Remember, vosotros is that pronoun we use in Spain. Ellos escriben, they write. And ustedes escriben, you all write. Muy bien, so let's take a look at some common examples, some common verbs that end in IR, or common verbos de IR. Vivir, muy bien, vivir, that means to live. Yo vivo would be I live. Yo vivo, I live. Recibir, clase repite, recibir. Recibir is to receive. Tú recibes would be you receive. Permitir, clase repite, permitir. Muy bien. Él permite would be he permits. Abrir, abrir. That means to open. Ella abre would be she opens. Subir, subir. Subir means to go up. And then also in context of transportation, like getting into cars, or planes or on a motorcycle, we also use the verb subir. In that context, it means to get up into. So subir en un carro, for example, or subir unas escaleras, or to go up some stairs. So to go up, and in certain contexts, to get in. Usted sube would be you, formal, go up. Decidir is to decide, to decide. Nosotros decidimos would be we decide. Definir, clase repite definir. Muy bien, definir means to define, definir. Vosotros definís would be you all define, you all define. Describir, clase repite describir. Ellos describen would be they describe, they describe. Prohibir, remember the H is always silent. Prohibir, that means to prohibit. So ellas prohíben would be they prohibit, or they don't allow. Compartir, compartir means to share. Ustedes comparten would be you all share. Muy bien. Okay, eso es todo. That's it. Muchas gracias, clase, y hasta la próxima. Nosotros vendéis